It's Wednesday, February 10th. This is The Street Live. I'm Catherine Ross, and I am joined by none other than Jim Cramer. And Jim, it is a very special day. It's your birthday, so happy birthday for me and all of our viewers.
Thank you, Catherine. I am thrilled. My first wish is my family and everybody else just comes through and through and through, and it's been a remarkable day. It's also the day that I get my, knock wood, second Moderna shot, which is a great way to celebrate my birthday, and I am of age to be able to get that, so no one thinks I'm cutting the line. But it's funny. It's a more poignant birthday than most because of my recent surgery, which was kind of a little scarier than I'd like to get into. But I feel great, and I thank you for the well wishes.
So, Jim, the market didn't seem to understand that it's your birthday. We do have the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ down. What are you watching in the markets today?
Look, I think there's a lot of froth. I mean, we decided last night when the S&P oscillator came out and it was +5. That's the level where we always take action. The oscillator I've been using since 1987. I pay for the system. It's an S&P product. It's really amazing. And whenever we're north of 5, I immediately say you can't buy, you have to sell. Or if you buy something, you have to buy a smaller position than what you replace. So we are taking some things off the table. Now, a lot of people say, are you selling stocks that you like? And the answer is we wouldn't own it if we don't like it. I mean, obviously, Action Alerts is a tutorial product. It's different from a lot of the other it's different from everything that's out there. And what we're trying to do is just have enough cash so when the froth dies down, we can go back to our bullpen names and buy them. So it's a time-honored process for us. It's something that we have done as soon as that oscillator's gotten there almost by rote. There will be times when it's not right and that you should continue to buy. Our friend Bob Lang often talks about how overbought conditions can stay overbought for a long time, and he's right. But we don't do that. We feel that it's something that I've done since '87. I'm not going to start now, disregarding it. So we are making some sales just to acknowledge the fact that we're toppy and frothy for a short period of time.
And of course, you can read more on realmoney.com. Jim, I know that you have to get to your shot really soon, and we have to do our AAP show.
That's the Action Alerts Bulletin. The Real Money today is about semis, and it's very important people read it because it's about trying to solve a problem that is, GM is down $3. A lot of this is because of semis. The semiconductors that are short are not really specially custom chips. They're chips that are available to anybody who makes cars. So if you're the Chinese and you have a really incredibly booming car market, you're going to buy all those chips and you're going to store them, maybe even hoard them, which is legal. And that's made it so a lot of other countries, car companies can't make enough cars. And it's really hurting the numbers. Oil also up today because of inventories were surprisingly low. There continues to be an undercurrent in the oil market that this keystone will matter. Rusty Brazil from RBN has been dead right. He said, listen, it's not what you think it is. The real story here is that people are worried that Biden is going to stop letting people drill in Gulf of Mexico. And that would be a major move, but I don't think it's going to happen. I want to take it off the table.
So you mentioned
another thing off the table. I want to take this Walmart is not going to be in TikTok Oracle story. That's very much in play right now. And anybody who says that it's off, unless they got it directly from President Biden, which I don't think they do, I think that it's foolish to sell Walmart. And if we didn't own a lot of Walmart and have a nice basis, I would just say go buy Walmart right now to our Action Alerts people. We are putting out a note about this.
So you mentioned GM, but we also have Twitter that posted earnings. You got Tilray, Aurora, all these cannabis stocks surging. We've got Under Armour, Coca-Cola, and Teva.
Let's just do them down. Let's put them down like a lightning round.
What are you watching?
Do a lightning round, and we'll put them up on Twitter, okay?
Okay, so Jim, let's start with GM, just because you lightly mentioned it. What are your thoughts on this quarter?
Great quarter, but future too cloudy because of semi shortage. But it's a great stock, and I think the EV situation is amazing. I think you buy it. Twitter is going to 100. I know. I wish I had it. When I say that, why? Because this is the problem. Twitter has been bedeviled by rancor, by anger, by miserable things, by capital revolution. That's over. And instead, it's become a kindler and gentler Twitter, which then puts it which then puts it up there with Pinterest. And if you take a look where I like Pinterest at 26, instead it was going to be the wholesome site that moved that quadruple, you got a triple, and then Snap when it became wholesome, that went from 15 to 50. Twitter's now become wholesome. And when you're wholesome, that means you're on the list of consumer product companies that will advertise. 40 out of 44 of the Super Bowl advertisers also felt they should be in Twitter. Ned Siegel doing a fantastic job. He's a very open man, CFO, really has a lot of good thoughts about what's the right thing to do. Made some very bold comments this morning on Squawk about what it meant to remove one of the more active tweeters and how it helped the company, basically, because they're not going to do the wrong thing. So I'm very proud of Ned and what he's done. Jack Dorsey's done a great job, and Twitter goes higher, much higher.
So let's end with cannabis stocks, Jim. What do you think of these stocks right here?
Well, you know, what's happened is that Tilray's really been promoted. So Tilray has an arbitrage going up against, another company. And so therefore the enlightened people who are just looking at short positions see 27% and they run it. It's really related to an ARB. They're running IFF for the same reason. It's related to an ARB. So the main thing you need to know is that these stocks have now gotten to the point where I cannot get behind them. I Grow Generation, someone said to me, Jim, is it too late for Grow? And, I did something that was very unusual for Grow Generation. I had them on, and then the next night, I actually did another piece about why I thought this was the great story. And the stock was at 14, and then I was at 15. I cannot get into saying that we should buy Grow Generation at these prices, because if I liked it at 14, 15, and it goes to 60, it isn't the same stock to me. It's the same company, but it's not the same stock. That stock has become too expensive for me. I want to step back. The next part of the money is the hard money, not the easy money for Grow Gen. And Canopy Growth I'm sticking with because eventually Constellation will buy it all. And the reason why I like Canopy, and a lot of these people, including the guy who downgraded it, you just understand that the use for Canopy is medicinal, but it's also going to be a buzz. There's going to be cannabis bars everywhere. And the only company that really has a distribution system and the taste system and the canning system to do that is Constellation. And that's why I like it so much.
And with that, let's head on over to our Action Alerts Plus daily rundown show over on actionalertsplus.com. If you guys haven't subscribed, head on over to AAP to do so. I will see you there, and so will Jim. Happy birthday, Jim. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Catherine Ross, and we'll see you tomorrow.